Well, hello and thank you for joining me for another Alex on Tech and ITY TV video. I'm here today at the PagerDuty Summit 2022 in Sydney, and joining me is the GM of Site Reliability Engineering at Xero, Iain Phillips. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Alex. Great to be here.
Thanks for joining us. Now, can you please briefly describe the Xero digital operations story for us as it stands in mid-2022?
Yeah, for sure. So Xero was born in the cloud, right? So we are one of the original digital companies.
Cloud native, digital native.
Cloud native, that's right.
Yeah.
One of the first companies in the accounting sphere to create a cloud platform, and it's really been a success story of Xero. Our customers really embraced that opportunity to start doing their accounting in the cloud, not having to download their bank statements manually and import CSVs into desktop software, which was the norm back in 2008 when things got going. We started in the cloud and we've been embracing everything the cloud has to offer.
Ever since?
Yeah.
So how did you first come across PagerDuty, and what was the defining reason for partnering with them?
So obviously not everything goes perfectly all of the time, and so we had the same need that many companies find to have an incident response tool and have a way of contacting our responders and managing the on-call schedules. So that was the genesis of the relationship with PagerDuty. Started off just with a couple of teams that had that need, and back in the early days it was dedicated ops teams, platform ops teams that would respond. We've since grown to a much larger company, but also embraced DevOps everywhere at Xero. And so now we have nearly 1,000 people using PagerDuty and managing their schedules that way.
So what impact has it had on the business, and are there any metrics you want to highlight?
The biggest impact that it's had is that we now consistently respond to incidents in really good timeframes, right? So we have an internal metric where we expect responders to be on keyboard within 10 minutes of a major incident occurring if they were on call. And we achieve that 99% of the time, and I don't think that would be possible without the right tools in place.
Yeah, absolutely. And, how do you find PagerDuty support? How quick are they responding? I mean, we've had so many PagerDuty summits, so many new features, and so it must have been a good experience. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a customer.
Yeah, for sure. And we've grown together, right? Xero's had an enormous growth success story over the last 5 years, and we've leveraged PagerDuty during that time. But we've also built a lot of custom integrations on the Xero side. So engineering practice is something we take really seriously at Xero, and we're always trying to adopt new ways or test new ways of doing things. And so we have really active communities of practice that look into these type of things, and we've built some of our own chat ops type tools as well, and those then integrate with PagerDuty. So the way that we typically manage things at Xero is using a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a lot of different tools that all have to come together. And my team own the pieces in the middle of that kind of tie everything together and help us extract maximum value out of all those tools.
Yeah, I always think that customers are a company's best R&D department. Are there any things that you've gone to PagerDuty and said, hey, we really need this, and they came to you and they did it?
There's a few things that are in flight. There were some great announcements this morning that are quite exciting. Something we've been talking a lot about recently is about our external public-facing status page. We currently use Atlassian's status page for that, as do many other companies, and it serves the need. However, there's increasingly we want to provide more transparency and do that in a much more dynamic way. And so really interested to explore that space and see what's coming from PagerDuty with their promised public status page.
Yeah, I mean the customer expectations are off the charts these days. They want it all and they want it now.
Right.
So clearly that's been very helpful to have PagerDuty there to be ahead, know before it happens that something's going to happen almost, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Knowing that something is occurring before we hear about it on Twitter or from our customers that way is really key for us. And one of the mechanisms that we've built to achieve that is actually using our status page that we have. We have monitoring in the back end that measures basically how many hits we're getting on that site. And if we start seeing a spike in customers checking the page,
that's a metric.
It's a problem, right? Yeah. So and then that will page teams, and we can use that to get ahead of problems before it really becomes something that is really impactful.
Yeah. So what advice do you have for other enterprises considering PagerDuty for their operations?
Absolutely reach out, talk to your sales rep, and welcome a conversation as well to understand how we've been leveraging at Xero. Clearly, it's a great tool. So
yeah. Now we're halfway through the conference as we speak. Have there been any highlights for you thus far? You mentioned a couple before, in terms of things that you knew were coming that are here. But what are some of the highlights you want to mention?
I really enjoyed the keynote session as well with Chris from Real Estate Australia. Some great comments he made around how they're structuring teams at REA and the importance of looking after your engineers, and I think it's something we really strive hard to do at Xero as well, is create a great workspace that engineers enjoy being part of, where they get to practice all those world-leading, get to use all those tools, those exciting world-leading tools, but get to practice in good engineering practices as well. And so we're really keen to be leading in that space, always trying new things, understanding where things that have served us in the past may no longer fit, and how we can constantly change up the organisation to keep being better and giving our customers great experiences.
So what's your final message to ITY viewers and readers, and to your current and future customers and partners?
Oh, thanks for tuning in. If you don't know about Xero, go and learn some more. Good luck with your incident management.
Great. Well, Iain Phillips, GM of Site Reliability Engineering at Xero, thank you very much for your time, and I better let you get back to the conference.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Bye-bye.